We do have Cashman talking about Didi Gregorius.
Okay.
When we acquired him from Arizona, he had a partial tear in the ligament that was asymptomatic. So, it seemed based on his dialogue and the feeling he felt on the tweak there on that throw is where he pinpointed it. That was the finishing off of something that was a sleeping giant, I guess. He just got checked out yesterday by our doctor, went through the MRI exam, and it revealed that he needs Tommy John surgery, unfortunately, on his throwing arm.
And then a gasp let out in the room.
All right, and next up, who's going to replace Didi Gregorius?
All right.
I know you haven't even had off-season organizational meetings. I know players haven't even declared free agency yet, but there is an obvious name out there, a 26-year-old shortstop who will be on the free agent market in Machado. Do you see yourself reaching outside of the organization to potentially fill that issue?
We're going to do what we always do. Our season, unfortunately, is over. So now scheduling the pro scouting meetings and preparing for those. We already got those scheduled. And sooner than we wanted to, obviously. But we'll go through our process, and evaluate the available free agent market and pref them out and then engage other clubs about what's available trade-wise, and then weigh that all of that information against what we have internally. And this isn't regarding the Didi circumstance. This is just regarding the landscape. Internally, clearly, Torres is...
I can't even hear it anymore. I can't even listen anymore. I'm sorry. I can't even listen anymore. I can't. Look, Yankees are going to have to pay Sanchez. They're going to have to pay Judge a mint, okay? They're going to have to pay Torres one day. Do not pay Manny Machado $300 million to come and play a position that is not needed. Starting pitching. The guy who he needs to relocate. We could have used a location of Sonny Gray in the realm of competent. If Sonny Gray was the Sonny Gray that pitched in Oakland, showed up in the Yankee system and didn't turn into Jeff Weaver / Kenny Rogers / Ed Whitson rolled into one. If that guy had actually shown up from Oakland and the Yankees could have thrown him in game 1 instead of J. Happ, or in game 2 or in game 3, Tanaka could have been moved around. That's the guy. That's what you need to do. Get your starting pitching settled. That's it. Because the kids that you have with the bats are growing up, and they're all grown-ed up, and they're grown-ed up. Aaron Hicks, a great acquisition by Cashman. Those are the guys. Do not spend $300 million on Manny Machado to fill a spot that you do not need. You already got a $300 million guy who, God forbid, turns into the albatross that we saw in the American League Divisional Series. We need to see a little bit more than Jesse Barfield plus out of Giancarlo Stanton when the chips are on the October line.
Agreed.
And by the way, Cashman's not going to talk about, there's a guy who's playing the NLCS tonight who's under contract for the Dodgers. Let me talk about him. But do not do it. Don't want him. Don't need him. Certainly if he's going to be as good as the last Oriole we got, the Manchurian reliever in Zach Britton. Where was that guy? Where's the guy who saved 90 saves in a row? Where was that guy? The guy who gave up the home run to Vasquez that was a difference maker in the ALDS Game 4. Yankees could have tied it on the Sanchez sac fly that damn near left the yard. All right, I'm going to go down. This is, if you're going to play Dolan sound right now, I'm walking out the door. You don't have any Dolan sound, do you?
Mike.
No, stop it. By the way, you got me fired up with that whole...
I know. Well, sound was coming
asking him about
in.
Machado before the season's even over. And I told you, the Dodgers aren't even going to let him walk away.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I told you that. And I still firmly believe it. They're going to have to figure out how Corey Seager with his reconstructed arm can throw from second. That's how good he might be over the... Again, there's 7 to 14 games left in the Dodgers season, potentially. Okay? And let's just say it's 14 games left. And they have a parade here because Machado had a World Series MVP performance. They're going to let him walk to the Yankees? Because Corey Seager's coming back?
What do you do
with
with
LeBron in this town
what do
and
you
the
do with
Rams
Seager?
rampaging?
What do you
No
do with
way.
Seager?
Huh?
What do you do with Seager?
Can he play second?
I imagine so.
Would he not be able to function as a human being playing second base? What else?
Just saying. Speaking of quarterbacks.
Where's Frank Grillo?
Speaking of quarterbacks, Monday night, Green Bay and San Francisco. Aaron Rodgers talking about his knee. Said he suffered a setback last week at the beginning of last week.
Yeah, he was dragged down awkwardly on the sideline in one shot, and that's probably where it took place.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.